And just like that, the smile was protected. What a way! What a way to end this arc. I guess we have like probably one more chapter or so until this arc is concluded, but it's a great way to conclude this little mini arc that was in a lot of ways supposed to be a briefer arc, but it ended up being very exciting and kind of giving us some insight to what could have happened to Izuku. So this chapter is very simple. Like, I know for a fact this is not going to relatively be a long video because it's a very, very simplistic chapter. It's basically just wrapping up what was going on with Gentle and pretty much getting the play underway. So, to start, we already kind of were aware of this. It was already something I was kind of talking about in my previous reviews, but it officially confirms why Izuku stated that this was one of the hardest fights he's ever been in. And many were not truly understanding that last week. Many were saying, like, Izuku said that was the hardest fight he's ever been in? That doesn't make any sense. Overhaul was leagues beyond, this fight. And I understand what many are coming from. They were saying, like, in terms of strength-wise. Because in terms of strength, obviously Overhaul was way beyond, Gentle. Like, the man was a monster just destroying everything and all of that, and Izuku had to literally force himself at his peak with, a backpack lolly helping him just to be able to fight Overhaul. So, I mean, I understand why many would say that would be Izuku's hardest fight. But the thing is that many were actually looking at the fight from an emotional standpoint, because while fighting, Izuku became very aware of what type of person Gentle was. And with the words that Gentle said to Izuku in this chapter, saying, I am an example of someone that was once in a hero course but is a dropout thanks to how the system works, this is what Izuku could have been. What I mean is that Gentle is basically a what-if story for Izuku. If Izuku wasn't the MC, if Izuku wasn't blessed to be MC status, to have one for all, he would have probably ended up like Gentle in some way, because the Hero Society, the way it works, it obviously has its flaws. We've personally seen this many times over and over, and we've seen to where some people with certain quirks, they can't really get into certain positions a part of the hero course, because just the way the tests are done, it doesn't help out certain individuals with a very unique set of, skills. For instance, let's think about Shinzo. Shinzo and his quirk being able to mind control people, obviously it wouldn't be able to work on those robots that was in, for Class A, when they were trying to get into their position for class or a part of the hero course. So, I mean, obviously there's a lot of flaws in the system to be able to get to where you want. We don't know exactly what test Gentle took. We have no idea, but most likely the test he was taking wasn't really good tests or tests that really were balanced in any way, because Gentle's quirk, from what we saw from the fight with Izuku, it has a lot of capabilities, and it's a very powerful quirk. So, because of that, I'm just like, I can't understand or begin to understand how someone like him couldn't have made it as hero, especially with his quirk like it is. But we don't really need to know that, because we've already seen the flaws time and time again with the system. And so, in a way, the system created Gentle. Gentle was created by the very Hero Society. He could have turned out to be a lot more evil than he was, but he wanted to benefit society in his own way. Even though it was selfish in a lot of ways, he wanted to benefit society. And it saddens me that Gentle had to go down like he did. And that's kind of why Izuku said that it was the hardest fight he ever had, because he realized if he wasn't lucky, he'd be like Gentle. He would probably be being taken away right now to jail. And so, it was an easy reverse situation. It could have been Gentle as the one in Izuku's spot, while Izuku was in Gentle's spot. So anyways, I like how in this chapter, Izuku respects Gentle. Gentle tells a story saying, like, oh, I just tripped and fell and all of that, and, basically just a little misunderstanding, and eventually it's like, I smell one of my students on you. One of our students are here. what's going on? And he's like, oh, that boy, he's over there, and all that. He was pointing at where Izuku's location was, and Izuku actually straight up kind of lied. He fudged the truth of what was really going on. He gave the truth, but not the entirety of it. He's like, oh, this dude was someone that wanted to make a prank on the school and all that. He just wanted to pull a prank. We had a little bit of dispute, but it's settled now. There's no hostile intent. And in a way, that is true. Izuku wasn't technically lying. You know, Gentle was done with his hostile intent. He was completely done with it. But at the same time, though, what Gentle was trying to do was a lot more severe than what Izuku was saying. He definitely was going to do something very bad for a lot of people, because it would have ruined the school's reputation, it would have ruined the last remaining respect the public has for heroes in general, so it would not have turned out good at all. And so, obviously, it wasn't just a simple prank. But Izuku, he fudged it because he realized the position that Gentle was in. He didn't want Gentle to get serious punishment. He wanted Gentle to be able to, move on with his life. And so he took pity on him. And that exchange, when they both looked at each other, when Gentle looked at him and Izuku looked at him, it's kind of like there was a mutual understanding. These two came to an understanding of how they were, what they fought for, and what one of them lost and all that, what they've lost, and how he was continuing to fight for an individual that he cared about a lot at the cost of his own self, his own well-being. The sad part about this entire ordeal now is what's going to happen to La Brava, because even though Gentle said that it was my fault, I brainwashed her and all that, that's kind of how many could view it, and it's sad because we know the story. As the readers of My Hero Academia, we know why La Brava and Gentle ended up together. We know the story. But obviously, that's not common knowledge for the public. It's not common knowledge for Izuku or anyone. They're not really aware of that. They're not really aware of their connection at all. Only us, as the readers, know that. And so, from the outsider's perspective, looking at Gentle's situation with La Brava, you could easily assume that he brainwashed her. You could easily assume he kidnapped her, brainwashed her, turned her to the side of evil, and that's kind of how he's probably going to be labeled. Someone that's a despicable villain that brainwashed a young girl. So, I see Gentle getting an even more serious crime than before just because of that whole ordeal alone. And I feel like La Brava might get some form of, punishment, but not big, because they're probably going to go with the fact that most likely Gentle did brainwash her and made her act like she did. So it's kind of sad. The end result for Gentle is that he's going to be labeled as someone that kidnapped her and just a monster that turned her evil. That's upsetting. We finally move over into the concert, the play that, Class A is doing. Now, Izuku, obviously, he was running very short on time. I mean, he needed to be there already, but now he was literally running every last second just to get there, just to be able to get the bags and stuff, the rope and all that to carry it back. He literally made it to there at the play, 1 minute remaining. He made it there before he could be with them. So, he cut it close. And the thing is this is a small story that nobody's going to be really aware of at all, because now with the capturing and all that, unless the videotape recording goes out and all that, that is the only way that, anybody's going to really find out about this. So, unless that becomes public knowledge, like that stuff is uploaded by either Izuku, La Brava, or whoever uploads it, doesn't matter whoever uploads it, nobody's probably going to know the full story of it. They're just going to look at it as a random dispute. So once again, Izuku's not going to be taking any credit for this, which follows the tradition of a real hero, because Izuku doesn't want credit. He doesn't want to get, publicly known. He just wants to be a hero for the sake of being a hero. That's how it's always been. And so it falls in line with how a true hero is. It still continues to follow the line of what Stain's ideology is too for a hero. And then on top of that, I mean, it just makes sense overall. I mean, I wouldn't want, Izuku to take the credit for something like this, because Gentle wasn't necessarily a monster, a supervillain. He was someone that, just needs to be reformed into a good man. That's pretty much what it is. So I do hope that Gentle doesn't serve a long time at jail. I hope he manages to get out in a way. And I really hope that La Brava doesn't turn to the side of darkness because of everything going on. I mean, she might turn her attention towards Izuku, wanting to kill him because of what just happened here. But because of their mutual respect, maybe that might calm down La Brava to where she doesn't want to do anything. We'll see. But okay, so the final sequence, so when the play actually does start, we see Eri being held up by Togata, and she smiles, and it's precious. It truly just makes me smile because it's what Izuku was fighting for. He was literally fighting for her smile because she was an innocent girl that never really knew how to smile. She never really had a happy upbringing at all, thanks to the monster overhaul. So, finally, for the first time, she was truly happy. And that's what he's been fighting for. And in a way, I guess you can say this is closure to the arc with Overhaul as well, because Eri finally was able to smile. So, yeah. Sad thing is we had to sacrifice Brava's smile for Eri to smile. I feel like this is going to be very important in the future. But I want to end this video here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy this chapter? Did you hate this chapter? Please be honest in the comments below. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.